Hey guys, it's Ron Bass with another edition of, well, guess what? The Ron Bass Show. It's your source for inspiration, encouragement, motivation, humor, dry humor. Mr. Brent Atterbury, what say you, sir?
And some crazy.
Yeah, Well, it's been an interesting week, to say the least.
Ron, tell us about it.
Lots of cool stuff going on out there in the real world. Or is this the real world? I'm not sure.
I don't know.
Sometimes I wonder, right?
Yeah.
I was thinking today about what it's like to be ambitious. I was talking to one of my students the other night about this, and I thought to myself, it's really kind of crazy to be super ambitious. It's like a double-edged sword because you just can't quit doing things when you're super ambitious. And it's like but it can be crazy too, because you keep pulling the trigger, so to speak, and then sometimes things don't go so well. And then you have to remind yourself, wow, why am I doing this? Because then you say to yourself, I'm doing it because I have to do it, because that's the way my brain's wired. So I say that to say this, guys, anybody that's out there that's got a lot of ambition, don't ever be discouraged when you try stuff and it doesn't work, because I hate to tell you this, but it's going to be like that a lot. I personally believe in doing a lot of things. Brent and I talk about this all the time. I have a lot of projects going on in my life all of the time, because when you're ambitious, that's just the way it works. And it's not a bad idea, because look, when you throw a lot of mud against the wall, something's probably going to stick. I don't know what, I don't know which one, but if you do a lot of things, you're probably going to wind up with some success in one of those things. And if your goal is to be successful at something, why not give it a whirl? Why not try a lot of different things? Now look, I know a lot of people out there are listening going, this guy's nuts. Okay, maybe I am. But here's the good news. If you follow this formula, I guarantee you sooner or later something really cool is going to happen. I don't know when, I don't know where, I don't know how, but I promise you it's probably going to be the case. I was telling Brent today that in my entertainment business that I started like 7 years ago and spent a whole lot of money and got it going pretty good, and then all of a sudden, man, it all fell apart. But I told Brent, I said, I can't quit on that idea. I have to reinvent myself. So that's what I'm doing. As we speak, I'm reinventing myself with Soar High Entertainment, Soar High Records, and giving it a whirl again. Look, it's okay to fail, because every time you fail, odds are you're probably going to get back up again, and you might fail again and get back up again, fail again, get back. But sooner or later, what will happen, those lows are going to be less often, and they're not going to be as deep. And your highs are going to get a little better and a little better and a little faster and a little better, and that's just kind of the way it works, man.
You're going to learn a lot as you go, too.
You're going to learn a lot of cool stuff, and even if let's just say you go broke financially, it's still worth it, because you gain so much education, so much knowledge, and you cannot put a price tag on knowledge. That's a powerful thing, man. And think about this. Think about how much you can help other people once you acquire all this knowledge. Today I'm at the bank. It's called Arvest Bank in Arkansas. What's named after Arkansas investment. It's called Arvest. Okay. But it's part of the Walmart family. And this goes way, way back to, Sam Walton with him and his children when he built Walmart back in the 60s, maybe late 50s, or I think early 60s. But the point I'm trying to make is that I went into the bank today, I was talking to the teller, and I said, I pulled up to the bank and I was just thinking about the Walmart story, and that this bank is just one little piece of the Walmart story. I mean, they're the kids that are still alive, they're up in the years now, but they're all like some of the richest people literally in the world. And here's this bank, and I'm thinking, how many people would love just to own a bank, right? And that's just like one little nothing to these guys. It's like just something in the portfolio, right? But that shows you how cool that kind of success story is. Because when Sam Walton started that business many years ago, he had no idea it was going to become what it became. And I told the teller a story. Many years ago, I might have even mentioned this before, I was in Memphis, Tennessee at an airport, and I was walking down through the terminal, and I overhear these guys talking about Sam Walton this and Walmart that, and they had just finished like their annual meeting in Bentonville, Arkansas, all the managers from all the stores. This is like 40 years ago. So there's only like, I don't know, maybe 1,000 stores. Now there's like over 10,000, right, worldwide. And they say, oh yeah, Sam Walton, we're going to hit $30 billion next year. I just know it. And these guys are going, yeah, right, that's crazy. And now, all these years later, after Sam's passed away, he would turn over in his grave if he saw this. They reached over $600 billion last year with over 10,000 stores. So I say that to say this. Sometimes even the people that have the vision don't have any idea just how far it can eventually go. But if it weren't for the original vision that you guys have with your goals and what you want to accomplish, it would never, ever be the case. So look, start somewhere. Even if you don't have an idea of what you want to accomplish, just sit down and make a list. I want to be a better athlete. I want to be a better human being. I want to be a better son, a better daughter, a better husband, a better wife, a better citizen, a better business person, a better professional. Make a list and pick a couple, 2 or 3 of these things and just sit down and think it through and say to yourself, what can I do to become better at those things, whatever those things are? I often talk about my goal card. On the back of my business card, I write it down. I have a financial goal and a personal goal, and I date it, sign it, so it's a legal binding document to myself, and I date it for 1 year. So if I don't reach it at the end of the year, I just simply change the date and go for another year. Everything I've ever accomplished has been from that goal card for the last 40 years. I know it sounds crazy. Now, the original goal card, I don't know. I have to eventually get new business cards and write it down again, but it doesn't matter. It's in my pocket right now. In fact, I could show it to you. Just because. People might say, oh yeah, that's kind of hokey pokey. No, it's for real. I have it with my credit cards and my driver's license. Now watch me not be able to find it.
You're on the spot, buddy.
I'm on the spot. I know it's in here. Here it is. It's on the back of my business card. And guess what? Every time I touch my credit cards or my driver's license, I recite those goals. It just comes naturally. And the psychology, the law of psychology is you become what you think about. I didn't make that up. I didn't come across that, like somewhere. It's like it was taught to me by a psychologist. You become what you think about, and you become what you surround yourself with. Boy, have I got a problem. No, I'm kidding. That's a joke. That's a joke. It's a joke.
I think about ice cream all the time.
I know you do.
I don't want to turn into ice cream.
Speaking of ice cream, what did I have for dessert last night? I don't think I had dessert last night.
I'm sorry.
I know.
Poor you.
My coach, Cody, is such a great guy. Him and his wife made me a bowl of chili. Oh my goodness gracious. They are such good cooks. And they're so nice to me because they know I don't cook. And they know I'm not married, so I always eat out or put something in the microwave. So they brought it to me last night at class, and I took it home, and man, it was great. And I called him up and thanked him so much. And
awesome.
Made my whole night. But I didn't have dessert. I didn't need it after that.
No.
Okay, so much for that discussion. Now, I got some cool stories.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Check this out. This cat was, this guy's 95 years old. And he ran a 10,000 meter in an hour and 49 minutes. And at any rate, he broke a record for his age. 10,000 meters. That's a lot. That's a lot. 95. So I'm at the doctor's office yesterday doing like my one of my yearly checkups on, and we were talking about age, and I said, I feel kind of bad because I've got some, prescriptions that I take. And she said, listen, man, you have no idea for your age, the average amount of prescriptions that people have at your age, you are like so far below the average, you can't even imagine. And she put that in such perspective for me. Made me feel a lot better.
Yeah.
Because as you age, guys, it's like, you fight a lot of things that you don't have to fight when you're young. And it catches up with you, and it happens real slow, and all of a sudden you're just there. So she made me realize, hey man, how lucky that I am. But she gave me a lot of credit for the fact that I exercise every day. There's nothing better you can do for yourself than that, she said to me. And I said, well, I've always felt like that, and I'm so glad that she, concurred with me.
Mm-hmm.
So 95 years old, guys, even if you're 40, 50, 60 years old, which most of our listeners are like under 40, but you might have family members that are complaining about health and this and that. Go to a gym yourself and get them to go with you. Take them to the gym for 30 minutes a day, for an hour a day. I promise you, everybody will feel so much better. You will sleep better, feel better, look better, have a better attitude, be more ambitious. Yes,
if you
sir?
can't do that, ride a bike or walk, but walk consistently or ride a bike consistently. Don't just ride it
You walk
for one
every day.
day. Yeah, walk every day. There's scientific proof that I believe my doctor told me 30 minutes of just walking per day can extend your life like 3 years or 4 years or something like that. So just walking is a good idea, but you can also do push-ups, sit-ups. If you can't afford the gym or can't get to a gym, there are other ways to exercise.
Yes.
Just like our guy last week that won the ultra marathon in galoshes and overalls. He was a goat herder.
He's a sheep
herder. Sheep farmer.
That must be an interesting life.
Oh, yeah.
But hey, man, he's obviously
It's probably not too bad.
Super That's terrible. Golly. Okay, another old guy, 80 years old, a female. And I saw a picture of this gal. I mean, she was buff. 80 years old, the first person at that age to ever compete in an Ironman competition.
Wow.
80.
Good for her.
Yeah. How about that, guys? These young people are looking at me like, what's this guy talking about? Look, I get it. Maybe it's not for you, but you've got parents and families and friends that need you to encourage them. So I'm passing along to you to do that. That needs to be your mission in life, at least until the next podcast. Then we can talk about other stuff. How about this? 92 years old, did a marathon, 6 hours and 44 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah, 92.
Woo!
That's pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
My mother had a cool saying. I was talking about, being optimistic and stay positive, right? We always talk about that at the end of the podcast, and stay positive. My mother had the saying, if you look down, you can see worse. If you look up, you can see better. And I remember as a little boy, if you look down, you can see worse. If you look up, you can see better. That's an old school way of saying the same thing of, there's always for every negative, there's a positive. Out of every adversity, there's a seed of equal or greater benefit. So for every down, there's an up. Same thing, but this is such a cool way of saying it. It's so simple, so basic. If you look down, you can see worse. If you look up, you can see better. Guys, it's all a matter of perspective. I catch myself feeling discouraged or anxious or frustrated, and I have to, Ron, stop. It's all about how you react to it. You don't have to react that way. Just react in a calm, collected way. You're going to be fine. You're going to get through it. It's going to be okay. It's not the end of the world. You have to work on that. I get it, And look, I don't care. You can take the most positive guy in the whole world, and he's still going to have these issues. You have to remind yourself every single day, all day long, that it's okay. You're going to be fine. You're going to work through it. Yes, sir. I can
My
see
wife
it.
and I went out to
Look in your
dinner,
face.
and you say, don't instead of looking down, look up. I would say 30 to 40% of the people in the restaurant were looking at their phones.
Oh my goodness.
And my wife and I go out to dinner to visit, talk about things that are not work related, that are family, and engage with each other. I mean, if you're not going to go out and enjoy yourself and have a good time, just stay home and cook. You know?
Fair enough.
So anyway, quit looking down at the phone.
Yeah, and speaking of that, I'm driving into my work today, and I see this high schooler, maybe a junior high schooler, maybe a sixth grader, on her phone, looking down, like you said, sitting down with her backpack on, and looking like forlorn, like very distracted, very distant. And I'm thinking, man, when I was a kid, we all talked to each other face to face. And so for all the benefits of the internet and technology, there's also the big downside, in my opinion, of how it's affecting particularly children. Okay, well, I could go on, but I bet we have some breaking news.
Well, we do, and this one's a little different than what I talk about typically. I just thought it was interesting because we're coming into, we're 2 weeks away from Halloween. All the ghosts and goblins that are out there. The El Cortez Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas is offering $5,000 to one person to spend a full weekend in the hotel, trying to scare up ghosts.
Goodness.
The 84-year-old hotel on the Old Strip has in the basement the cremated remains of former employees who died without family, among other creepy features. The lucky winner will be furnished with ghost hunting gear, including EMF meters, EVP recorders, whatever those are, and thermal sensors, and the ghost hunter will be expected to take photos and videos for evidence.
Wow.
So if you want to go on a ghost hunting adventure,
that's crazy.
You can at the El Cortez Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Also,
almost as crazy as I am.
Yes. Well, I don't know about that.
That'd be a tough one to win.
Today is National Make a Dog's Day. Make a Dog's Day. I love my dog. And you know how earlier you were saying some people thought you were nuts?
Yes.
Well, today is National Nut Day.
Oh my goodness.
That's perfect how that worked out,
That's funny.
And I love nuts. I could eat nuts on cereal, on sandwiches.
Super healthy too.
I could eat nuts on everything.
Super healthy.
So I love nuts.
Yes.
Today is National Nut Day.
Cool. Is that it?
That's all I got.
That's all you got? Oh my goodness gracious. Well, we're a little giddy today, guys. A little bit giddy today. But look, here's the deal, man. Here's the deal, Pickle. I love that saying. People look at me like, what? I was at the gym the other day, and I was walking out the door, and I said, out the door, dinosaur. And they said, I haven't heard that one yet. I said, bicycle. She goes, oh, that's so cute. Come up with the craziest stuff, right? Look, you got to have fun. You got to get through the day with humor. Dry humor. I'm a dry humor guy. Brent's a dry humor guy. His dad was a professional comedian. You got laughter is like, humor is like the medicine. Music's the medicine. Mm-hmm. Couple music with laughter, and man, you're going to get through the day a lot better.
Oh, yeah.
Even at the gym, there's live music, or not live music, but music while you're working out. And people, there's a lot of good people that go to the gym.
Yeah. No laughter, probably. Because they're serious.
Yeah, they're kind of serious.
Making funny noises.
Yeah.
When they're...
Yeah. Sometimes you hear these crazy noises.
That makes you laugh.
It makes you laugh.
Okay.
And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, come on, man. Calm down. It's just a workout, man. You don't have to get crazy. At any rate, look, go to the gym. Take your parents to the gym. Take your family member. Take somebody to the gym that needs to go to the gym. Exercise. Yep. Please. You'll thank me later. Okay, guys, look, we're going to get out of here now. Unless you've got some words of wisdom to close it out.
No, this probably wouldn't relate to our viewers, but no, I don't have anything.
That's all he's got, guys. Okay, look, if you don't give up, remember eventually those stars are going to line up. And when that happens, man, you're going to be on top of the world. Well, at least you're going to be better off than you were. Sometimes you're on top of the world, sometimes you're at the bottom of the world. But look, like I said earlier, eventually it's going to look like this. It's going to even out. Mm-hmm. And the highs are going to be better, and the lows are going to be not as often, and in-betweens are going to be better. And that's just the way it works, guys. You have to stay the course. You have to stay the course. You cannot give up on whatever it is that's important to you. Nobody should tell you what's important to you. It should be whatever you want that to be. You have to be the captain of your own ship. I don't care what it is. And if you screw it up, that's on you. You'll figure it out. You'll pick yourself back up. You'll move forward again. It's not on anybody else's table or anybody else's agenda to tell you how to live your life. Live your life the way you want to live it. But dang it, darn it, damn it, do not quit. Do not give up. Reinvent yourself? Fine. Adjust yourself as you go along? Fine. Just don't quit. All right. Until that time comes, remember, keep your chin up, keep your head up, and always stay positive.